weapons of mass discussion. That's what I'm naming my YouTube channel. And I got a special episode for you here. Top 5 albums of all time, according to me, Zach Dawson. So I'm gonna get straight with the goodness. So it was Christmas 1986, and I was just a little kid, and I asked for 2 things for Christmas. I didn't think I was gonna get 2 cassette tapes. This is one of them. We got Beastie Boys, License to Ill. In case you didn't know what this is about, I can basically recite like every word off this album from memory. This was the Beastie Boys' debut album on Def Jam. So many great songs on here. So many great. I mean, the whole album is a classic. But starts out with Rhymin' and Stealin' straight off the bat with that like heavy guitar and like the Zeppelin drums, straight in the new style. She's crafty, Posse and Effect, Slow Ride, Girls, Fight for Your Right to Party, which they later disavowed, playing. They didn't play it live, but it's still like one of the songs that got me into them. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, Paul Revere, Hold It Now, Hit It, Brass Monkeys, Slow and Low, which was written by Run DMC, by the way, and Time to Get Ill. I mean, you don't get much better than that. Really, the B-Boys like freaking snapped. Here's the gatefold. So always felt like the 4th Beastie Boy, you know what I mean? Hugely influential. At the time, I was only listening to like, hard rock, heavy metal. This is my first experience with rap, but it was like the perfect like lead-in album to get me into rap, which is gonna lead me to selection number 2 here. Public Enemy. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. Great album, landmark album. 2 years later, also on Def Jam. So they toured the Beastie Boys. They, I believe Rick Rubin executive produced both these albums. We got, okay, there's a ton of songs on here because they have all the skits and everything, but I'm just going to give you the quick highlights. We got Bring the Noise, which they redid with Anthrax later on. Don't Believe the Hype, Terminator X to the Edge of Panic, which is like one of those old school DJ tracks. Louder Than a Bomb, Show 'Em What You Got. She Watched Tino Zero. They sampled Slayer for that one. Night of Living Bassheads. I used to watch that on Yo TV Raps, a video for it. Black Steel and the Hour of Chaos. They did like a whole like mini movie for that one. Rebel Without a Pause. Prophets of Rage. Party for Your Right to Fight. Not Fight for Your Right to Party. But they sampled the Beasties on that. So next up, okay, this is gonna come as a surprise to practically no one. But I had to put it up there. We got Nirvana, Nevermind. You may have heard of these guys. They're kind of underground. They're kind of strange. But the thing is, like I guess I hopped on the bandwagon. But the first time I heard this album, like it changed my freaking life. And I don't mean just like the singles that we all know and love from the album. I'm talking like even the album tracks. Breed, I've actually covered that song in my band. Polly, like a great song. Lithium, one of the singles, a great song. Territorial Pissings, I mean, they really got in touch with their, punk roots on that one. Drain You, Stay Away, On a Plane. I mean, they're all good. Produced by Butch Vig, 1991. May have heard of it. Also in 91, there's another album that came on and totally just changed my whole perception of what you could do on an album. That would be Blood Sugar Sex Magic by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I believe this was released within months of Nevermind, both in 91. And what can I say about the Chili Peppers? They were not afraid to take chances. I know people think of them as a sellout band now. They're not down, with the Chili Peppers. But I mean, really, how could you not love this? I mean, Power of Quality just kicks things off on a crazy way. If You Have to Ask, Breaking the Girl, Funky Monk, Suck My Kiss. There's 4 sides to this. I mean, I could keep going, but every song on here is great. And they're Red Hot. The last song they recorded that outside, actually. So they rented a mansion for this, and they recorded in the mansion with Rick Rubin, who you're probably going to hear a lot of if you follow on the channel or you talk to me, or not only did he invent the Reuben sandwich, but he also produced a lot of my favorite bands. So that album honestly told me that you could do different stuff with your music. You didn't have to be just one thing, rap or hard rock or whatever. You could branch out and do other stuff. So in a way that was my introduction to get me into funk music also. Even though the Chili Peppers, their version was watered down, it still was the catalyst to get me in there. Last up, this should come as a surprise to no one. Misfits, Legacy of Brutality. Right? Now, this is a compilation. Some people might say, oh, Zach, that's not an album. That's a compilation. Blah, blah, blah. It's alright, listen, I got this on cassette tape, and this was my introduction to the Misfits, who I later on opened up for on tour and met the guys, and they're all really cool. But yeah, I mean, how could you not like this? Who Killed Marilyn, Where Eagles Dare, She, Halloween, American Nightmares, the closest I ever got to a rockabilly song, but still kicks. Static Age, TV Casualty, Hybrid Moments, Spinal Remains. I mean, I've personally covered some of these songs. I'm sure I've done Hybrid Moments before, and probably some kind of hate in the bands I was in. But yeah, that's right. This came out after they broke up on Plan 9. So we're moving backwards here. This is number 5. Top 5 albums of all time, according to Zach Dawson. You're like, who's Zach Dawson? I don't know. Who is Zach Dawson? Anyway, hope you guys are having a good time. Please, if you like this, follow my channel. I'm trying to get this going. It's going really slow, organically, but I'm starting to get lights and stuff in here. I got my dogs in the house being really good. Hey, Farrah, you want to say hi? Farrah. So this is my cattle dog, Farrah. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. She's like a dingo, Australian cattle dog, but she's good most of the time. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Lady. I think she's got a bone, so she's probably not gonna come in here. But anyway, peace. Thanks for listening. See you guys next time.